If the notes are right, but the flute line still feels messy, read the page in layers. Flute music notation is usually written in treble clef, but the page is asking for more than note names. A beginner has to read pitch, rhythm, breath shape, articulation, slurs, dynamics, and finger changes at the same time. When all of those signals arrive as one black and white page, the fastest fix is not speed, it is order. Start with the staff and key signature. Treble clef tells you the normal flute reading space. The key signature tells you which notes are sharpened or flattened by default. Then check the time signature, rests, ties, slurs, tonguing marks, phrase shapes, and range jumps. Once those signals are clear, connect the written notes to fingers and air. Here is the beginner reading rule from the article. Read rhythm and articulation before speed. A flute line with the right notes but unclear tonguing, breath, or pulse will still feel unstable. Think of the page as a signal map. The clef confirms where the notes live. The key signature changes default finger patterns, so mark altered notes before playing. The time signature groups the beat, so count one measure before adding notes. Articulation marks tell you whether the attack should be tongue, slurred, or accented. Breath marks protect tone and timing. Range tells you where airspeed and finger comfort may change. After that, map written notes onto fingers and air. Low notes usually need steady air and covered keys. Middle register notes need clean coordination. Higher notes often need faster air and a smaller, more focused embouchure. The notation does not write all of that directly, but the range gives you a warning before you play. Use a tiny preflight check for each new exercise. Name the starting note. Find the fingering without blowing. Count the first measure. Say the articulation pattern. Then play the first phrase under tempo. The goal is not to stop after every note. The goal is to give fingers, pulse, tongue, and air one clear job before the first full pass. Now put rhythm before fingering panic. Flute beginners often chase fingerings because they are concrete, while rhythm feels invisible. That is usually backwards. If the rhythm is unstable, correct fingerings still sound uncertain. Clap or speak the rhythm before playing. Watch dotted notes, tied notes, eighth rests, syncopation, and pickups. Then play the same rhythm on one comfortable note before adding the written pitches. Each rhythm problem has a specific fix. Dotted notes rush or drag, so count the subdivision out loud. Ties end too early, so hold through the full tied value. Eighth rests create late entrances, so tap the silent beats with your foot. Pickups can make bar 1 feel misplaced, so count the pickup into the first full bar. Slurs can blur finger changes together, so practice the finger motion without tonguing. The symbols are not decorations. Slurs usually mean notes connect under one airstream. Staccato dots shorten the note. Accents add a clearer attack. Crescendo and diminuendo marks shape air support across a phrase. Breath marks tell you where to reset without breaking the line. Dynamics matter because soft high notes and strong low notes require different control. Use references, but do not get stuck inside them. A fingering chart is useful. A teacher marking is useful. A notation guide is useful. But the article's order is strict. Read the staff first, check the fingering only for uncertain notes, then return to the phrase and play slowly. If you keep the chart open for every note, your eyes stop reading the music. If you never use a chart, you may repeat a wrong fingering until it feels normal. This is where Melogen fits. Melogen Sheet2MIDI can turn visible notation from a clean PDF, PNG, or JPG into a first-pass MIDI reference. That is useful when you are allowed to scan a practice page and want a steady playback check for rhythm and note direction. Start with a clean source, convert it with Sheet2MIDI, listen for wrong notes, missing rests, or rhythm problems. Compare the MIDI against the printed flute line and then practice the musical result yourself. The boundary matters. Sheet2MIDI is not a flute tone coach. It will not judge breath support, embouchure, vibrato, or whether your articulation sounds musical. It is a playback bridge, not a replacement for flute practice or musical judgment. For a first week, repeat the same loop. Day 1, name notes in treble clef without playing. Day 2, add key signature checks and mark altered notes. Day 3, clap the rhythm. Day 4, practice fingerings silently, then add air. Day 5, add articulation and slurs. Day 6, use a MIDI playback reference for one clean exercise. Day 7, play one short line without stopping, then review one specific issue. Keep the review small. Write down the actual problem. I rushed the rests, I missed the F sharp, or I ignored the slur. One focused note improves the next pass more than replaying the whole page without a target. The practical takeaway is simple. Flute music notation becomes manageable when you read it in layers. Staff and key signature first, rhythm second, articulation and breath next, then fingerings and tone. Speed comes last. This is the official Melogen AI channel. Subscribe for practical music knowledge, notation workflows, and better ways to use AI in music work. Melogen AI offers music tools and AI music models for musicians, educators, and creators. Visit melogenai.com to try Melogen in your own practice workflow.